Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. And it's the game against Southampton, and you might think it's just the game against Southampton, but there's more to it. If we win today, we will go top of the table. We have the chance to go top of the table. The injury crisis looming. Doku's out for how long? God knows. Even Pep doesn't know. Grealish is out apparently for a week, but I think we 1 or 2 weeks that Pep will not risk him. So Grealish is out, and De Bruyne, we don't know. Maybe I think for a week or two, even De Bruyne will not be available. Oscar Bob, of course, is not there. Rodri is out of the season. So literally now City just have 14 players, 14 to 15 first team players. So I mean, it's very interesting how Pep Guardiola manages the squad. Kyle Walker's out with a knee injury apparently, and there's no timeline to it. And at this age, Kyle Walker, with the amount of speed and pace and physicality that he puts into games, you just never know when he might break down again in the season. That's why I'm a little surprised that we let go of Jan Kuto. Anyway, this is just turning out to be a wonderful opportunity for Rico Lewis. What opportunities Rico Lewis is getting, and I must say he's in the top two best players for City this season. He's been absolutely very good. I would say in some terms Rico Lewis has been better than Haaland as well in terms of coming into the midfield, connecting the play in terms of the defensive work. Yes, City have conceded goals, but how many goals have City conceded with the direct involvement of Rico Lewis? Nothing. Whatever Rico Lewis had to defend, Rico Lewis when there goes there and defends. How Pep tells him to attack, he attacks, moves in the tight space as well. So, but for me, the most beautiful thing, interesting thing today is Matthews Nunes on that left wing. I strongly feel that Matthews Nunes has a chance to make that left wing spot his own. I mean, just based on the performance against Sparta Praha, I know it's just Sparta Praha, but just based on that performance, I think that performance is better than what I've seen from Doku and Grealish on that left wing this entire season. So Matthews Nunes is whenever he's been given a chance this season, he's been superb against Wolves. He literally won us the game. Against Sparta Praha, he was man of the match. The Foden was given the man of the match. I just think the relationship between Matthews Nunes and Guardiola is gonna be wonderful. I think I somehow think it's just gonna be superb because of the defensive work rate that Matthews Nunes puts in, because of the I think yes, he doesn't have the pace of Jeremy Doku, but in those respects, I think in a way he's a bit of a combination of both Jeremy Doku and Jack Grealish. If you take the PS element out, I think he has the ball holding skills of a Jack Grealish, and then he also has the dribbling skills, not the extravagant dribbling skills of Jeremy Doku, but then he can go past people. He dribbles very well. He carries the ball very well like Jack Grealish. So I think he's a combination of both Jack Grealish and Jeremy Doku, taking the best of both the worlds. I see Matthews Nunes being a regular starter for us. Of course, it depends how he'll perform in this match and stuff, but I see him being a regular starter for us. Is actually that good. I think it's a remembrance weekend or something, so that they're doing all of those traditions. I mean, Gundogan is the worry here. How long do we have to? How long does Pep wait for Gundogan to be totally fit? I'm sorry, how long will Pep wait for Gundogan to come into form? He's of course fit, but he's been crap to come into form because it's not been good. Giving away loose balls, it's not been good offensively, defensively as well. He's here and there, Ikai Gundogan. So how long do you maintain the patience with Gundogan for me? Because I think at this point of time, Matt O'Reilly and James McAtee both are ahead of the order than Ikai Gundogan. It's just the experience that makes Gundogan play ahead of O'Reilly and McAtee. If the experience was turned, then McAtee would start ahead of Gundogan. So So just think it's going to be fascinating with Ikai Gundogan as well, how Pep Guardiola deals with them. Bayaji is here. Hey Bayaji, how are you doing? Bayaji says, at this rate, we'll be lucky to have 11 healthy players to put on. But Bayaji, I'm quite happy with the team today. I think this is probably the best 11 I have seen this season. Pep put out. I mean, in all of the other squads is put out this season, I had complaints like why is he not playing Phil Foden, why is he playing Kyle Walker and all of that. But this squad, I'm like very satisfied. I mean, I quite like the makeup of that midfield, especially Kovacic, Foden, and Bernardo Silva. And the advantage of it is Bernard Foden plays centrally and the right, maybe the right attacking midfield. Foden plays centrally, mostly centrally, and then Bernardo Silva and Nunes can both are midfielders and both are wingers. So both of them can interchange positions quite easily. Against Sparta Praha, we have seen Bernardo Silva make the outside run, Nunes make the inside run, and the vice versa. So I think you put Josko Guardiola into that mix as well. Guardiola, so that left hand side especially will be a treat to watch today. That left hand side will be wonderful today. I think this is going to be the breakthrough season of Matthews Nunes. I think we have discussed that a lot of times. All of you guys have also said this could be the breakout season of Matthews Nunes, and I believe it could be. Gautam is here. He says, "Hey there, citizens. Hey Gautam, how you doing? Today we have to put on a statement, Gautam, but I know it will not be easy. Southampton will play with the ball. Southampton are not, Russell Martin, their coach. Southampton are not one of those teams to sit back like Arsenal, scared and stuff. They have balls of steel. Southampton, they will come at you. They have the courage to play with the ball. They have more courage than Arsenal, and they should have beaten Arsenal after Cameron Archer scored their first goal. Bayaji says, Pep to Nunes, सड़क से उतर स्टार बना दूंगा. Literally, that's what Bayaji Pep could have said. And Nunes would have said, मैं तो स्टार बनने के लिए कब का इंतजार कर रहा हूँ पेप. आप तो परफॉर्मेंस करने का मौका ही नहीं दे रहे. वो सड़ा हुआ डोकू को दे रहे, उसका परफॉर्मेंस बहुत ही बेकार है. That's what Nunes would have said to Pep. Honestly, I think the crossing from Nunes was superb in that Sparta Praha game. The crossing from Nunes was just excellent. The Sparta Praha game. Gautam says, still getting over with the last week's heroics from Stones. Ball over the top and Haaland almost gets there. But yeah, Gautam, I think we must just recollect that feeling. 93rd minute, 92nd, 93rd minute, we were sitting here live and all of us, we were disappointed. I mean, I was like thinking, let us take a point and get out. Let us take a point and get out, and then Wolves run with the ball. I thought they'll score. Nunes puts in a tackle. We go down the other end, and the rest is history. Corner, and then John Stones, and then VAR. I mean, that was quite an experience. And John Stones scored more. And John Stones scored more goals than Odegaard this season, and both have I think started almost the same amount of games. I think John Stones might have scored more goals than Gabriel Martinelli, or at least equal to it. Interesting. Bernardo Silva is playing out wide. Yes, he's playing in the midfield. Of course, Matthews Nunes is the one who's holding the with Matthews Nunes on the ball. Nunes to Mateo Kovacic. Nunes to Josko Guardiola, in fact, and Josko Guardiola there. The ball's gone out. I like what the combination of what is going on down that left. Guardiola, Nunes, and Bernardo Silva. Phil Foden, good to see Phil start today. Look at that. Southampton are trying to play out from the back. This is not gonna be a game of parking the bus, guys. Just fasten your seat belts. That's all. And with the form City is in, I don't expect us to keep a clean sheet as well. Southampton on the right wing. Are we gonna concede an early goal today as well? Hell no. I don't want to go over that feeling again and again. Our Southampton, our Southampton gonna score today again first at the Etihad Stadium. Southampton have the ball, they're dominating possession. Gotham says it makes the win even more pleasing after seeing rival fans cry over it. I mean, exactly, Gotham. I mean, I do not know how it's offside. See, even if Bernardo Silva was standing in front of Jose Sa, he was not offside because Bernardo Silva and the height difference is at least a feet more. Jose Sa is at least a feet more than Bernardo Silva in height. So even if Bernardo Silva was standing full stretch in front of Jose Sa, it was still not offside. He was still not obstructing the vision of Jose Sa. These Arsenal fans and Liverpool fans, they just want anything and everything to cry upon. Matthews Nunes on the ball. Matthews Nunes going back to Josko Guardiol. Guardiol to Ruben Diaz. I don't know why Ruben Diaz has started shooting a lot. I think Josko Guardiol is taking special shooting sessions for all of the defenders. I don't know. Gotham says you can't be offside on a corner. That's the basic rule. You know what that was almost. You know what they're telling for that Gotham. You can't be offside on a corner. That is absolutely even. I was like, that's a basic rule, right? You can't be offside on a corner. What they were telling is, see, until the ball touches the head of John Stones, you can't be offside. Once John it hits the head of John Stones, then it's a different phase of play. And the offside comes into effect, right? What rival fans are telling is, since Bernardo Silva was standing in front of Jose Sa and gave him a little nudge before the ball hit the head of John Stones, he has disturbed his position in the second phase of play when the ball hit the head of John Stones. That's why it should be offside. I mean, I'm mind boggled. I just didn't understand that logic. Nunes has to cross. Haaland! And Erling Haaland scores! What a goal that is! And who is the assist maker? Who is the assist maker? Who has given the assist? Matthews Nunes! Gotham, I think it's time. What a goal that is! What a goal that is! Who gave the assist? Was it? Yes, it was our boy Matthews Nunes. Just look at who gave the assist. And I think Haaland has been watching a lot of Shaolin football. Haaland has been watching a lot of Shaolin football nowadays. Wow. Just look at the assist. The assist was more beautiful than the goal for me. New Gotham says Nunes is just killing it. Three assists in 2 games, and the second game is not even over. Matthews Nunes. I mean, Wolves, Sparta Praha. This Nunes is in top form. Wow. I just recommended a friend to keep Nunes in his fantasy team. I think he must be overjoyed with what he's seen. Erling Haaland back after drought, maybe, but the assist was superb. I think more than the goal. I think the assist was fantastic. The assist was such that Haaland could not miss. It was straight central in front of the keeper. Savinho, Rico Lewis, Savinho. Back to Manuel Akanji. Akanji, again, what a ball. I want Nunes to score a goal as well. Nunes is just absolutely killing it. Superb. What? Matthews Nunes, I think, has 5 assists this season. Matthews Nunes is with 5 assists this season. I mean, all competitions, obviously. Matthews Nunes again. He is not losing the ball, but then he's crossing well. I think, and is dribbling well. I think you've got the worlds of both Doku and Grealish in Matthews Nunes. Mateo Kovacic. Kovacic does extremely well. He has to pass it to Savio. Savinho there with the ball. Bernardo Silva. Mateo Kovacic. Manuel Akanji. Josko Guardiola with the strike. City are just suffocating Southampton. But I appreciate Southampton's courage to come out and play with the ball, to be honest. Matthews Nunes. Bernardo Silva. And that's a foul on Southampton, and Southampton get the ball. Bayaji says Nunes cross for you. What a cross, what a cross. आधा स्टार तो बना दिया भैया जी, आधा स्टार तो बना दिया न्यूनेस को. I mean, just imagine picking out picking out one of the in-demand central midfield players, because Nunes was playing central midfield for goals, right? Bernardo Silva City are on a counter-attack. Bernardo Silva, Savinho. Savinho is just trying hard. With Savinho, I almost remember Mares' first season not being able to, you know, get the goals despite trying hard. But we know what happened next. So just imagine with Matthews Nunes that you are one of the most in-demand central midfield players in the Premier League and probably Europe. Liverpool wanted you a year back or 2 years back. Top clubs wanted you. You went to Wolves as your intermediary step. You come to City and Pep is explaining you the left wing position in training, whereas you're fully expecting him to explain you one of the central midfield positions. And suddenly he made you a star in a position which, since you were small, you never knew that you could even play. I mean, what a vision from this guy Pep Guardiola. ऐसे कैसे कर सकते हैं भैया? But Nunez himself could not have imagined that he could play in the left midfield position. Sorry, left wing position. Bernardo Silva killing it as well today, but that's a missed pass and the ball runs out of play. Pass is just a bit heavy for Matthews Nunes. I for sure know one goal will not be enough, especially based on our defensive record and stuff. That's a quick free kick from Southampton. Just don't concede, guys. Just don't concede. That is wonderful defending there from Manuel Akanji. This guy is a Rolls Royce, and we got him for 25 million, where people are spending 80 million pounds, 90 million pounds on fridges and ice coolers. That was so close. Matthews Nunes could have almost scored there. Matthews Nunes could have almost scored there. That was just so close. That was just so close. That was just so close. Matthews Nunes, what can't he do? Wow. Gautam says I had a clean. I feel a clean sheet today. Uh, but especially in the Premier League, I think शगुन तो देना पड़ेगा. शगुन तो देना पड़ेगा. I think that's what I feel. But even I sense a clean sheet. I have a friend who plays fantasy. I recommended Nunes to him, like I told you guys, and he has Ruben Diaz. He has Ruben Diaz, Josko Guardiol. I think maybe Akanji, I don't know. I think he has two, three of City's defenders in his team. He has Edison. So I think if City keep a clean sheet, I think his points will be somewhere else in the fantasy table. Mateo Kovacic, Josko Guardiol, Mateo Kovacic, Matthews Nunes again, Bernardo Silva back to Nunes. He has to get back to Nunes. Nunes to Guardiol. You're just not seeing Phil Foden. Has Phil even touched the ball, guys, today? Has Phil Foden even touched the ball? I have not seen Phil Foden touch the ball today. Manuel Akanji, yes. Phil Foden, Akanji to Foden. Savinho looking to cross the ball in, but he goes onto the outside. And I know Pep hates crossing the ball, but then cross. I think with Haaland in there, you have to mix it up. Phil Foden with the corner. He's taken an almighty. I think that's one of the best set pieces in the last 2 3 years. I think that Phil Foden's taken because we've been trapped in set pieces for a long, long time. Phil Foden with the corner. And better set piece than Gundogan and De Bruyne are taking it. Rico Lewis, Mateo Kovacic, Josko Guardiol, Ruben Diaz, Phil Foden, Savinho. Can Foden deliver a ball into the box? Manuel Akanji, Josko Guardiol has to use Matthews Nunes. Matthews Nunes goes on the outside and lifts across it. I think it just evaded everybody. And then Manuel Akanji. Gautam's just feeling so happy for Nunes. He has finally got his chance and is proving himself and to his critics. He belongs at this stage. The ball over the top again. I think with Matthews Nunes, it's interesting. A lot of our own very fan base on social media and stuff. When I was seeing, many of them didn't trust him. They thought he was just, we got him because we couldn't get Lucas Paqueta, this and that. But I think one thing is City don't just sign a Y player because we didn't get X. City, in fact, are someone who like to wait even a season if we don't get a certain player. So we signed Nunes. It meant that Pep and Tishiki Bakaristan and whoever saw certain qualities in him, to be honest. And I think this season, from the starting on this channel, we were speaking about it. I think it was Gautam who said that this could be a breakout season for Matthews Nunes. So I think we were discussing about this to be a breakout season for Nunes and Grealish. Unfortunately, Grealish was injured and Nunes has taken his chance. But the surprising element is Pep has put him on left wing, which no one would have imagined. Basically, that's great from the Southampton keeper. Is trying to play through our press. It's superb, to be honest. Southampton are working really hard and tossing the ball around, trying to play through our press. It's just not working. That's the thing. That is wonderful there. That is excellent from Phil Foden. City get the ball back. Bernardo Silva, Manuel Akanji. Bernardo Silva is going back there. He's almost sitting in between the defenders, trying to help them out. I think that will be the role of both Bernardo and Gundogan this season, trying to help the defenders out. Which Kovacic generally is not the best at, you would see. Matthews Nunes with the ball. Josko Guardiol. Southampton are just unable to deal with that triangle of Guardiol, Nunes, and Bernardo Silva. Good tracking back from Savinio. Josko Guardiol there, and Southampton have a chance to break on us. Southampton on the counter attack. Could be a 3v3, but Guardiol gets back and it's under control. Phil Foden. Phil Foden recycles the ball, even he's coming back to help us out. Manuel Akanji. And it's a free kick for City. That's a foul on Phil Foden. I think Matthews Nunes should be taking the free kick, if I'm totally honest. Because the problem here is our two set piece takers both are left footers. I think Nunes is going to take the corner as well from the other side. I think from the right hand side, Nunes is going to take an in-swinging corner if we get one. But I think to go for set piece specialist, Savinio and Foden both are left footers. So I think it could be Nunes and Foden on this. It's just Foden. Everyone's left him. I have a sense that Phil Foden could score from this. I just think Phil Foden could score from this. Just never know. Phil Foden could score from this. It was not meant for scoring. It was meant for, I think, Erling Haaland to hit it into the net. Again, the finish from Erling Haaland. That's just another other one out of. I think you can make a Shaolin cartoon or an anime out of what Erling Haaland's doing with his kicking skills. That's just not possible for a mortal human. That is wonderfully played out by Southampton. I think it's Dibbling who gets out with the ball. Back to the keeper with Taylor Hubbard, Bellis and Bednarek available. He plays a great ball through into the midfield. I think Cameron Archer is running through on goal. No, it's on onto the extreme left hand side. I don't want us to concede today. That's well read by Josko Guardiola, but we were in that scenario is almost like what happened with Nelson Semedo and goals. A better ball and Southampton meant business, but the ball from Nelson Semedo was world class. It for me that ball from Nelson Semedo had shades of what Kevin De Bruyne played against Stoke City. I think 4-5. I think in 2018 or something like that. Southampton are patiently building up. This is how a game of football should be, rather than just parking the bus. But everyone has their own style, so City not having the ball, and against Southampton, one thing is for sure: you have to suffer, and you have to suffer without the ball. You might do anything, but you have to suffer without the ball. Gotham says, well, speaking about KDB, I believe his time at City might be up. Sadly, Gotham, sadly, that is the truth. But I just think he has one last hurry, I think. Will that hurry come from January to will that hurry come from January to the end of the season, or will that hurry come for next season? Are City willing to take a chance on him for next season? So those are the questions about KDB. Because I mean, I just think you can give KDB one more year, but again, that's the risk, especially because after next year, would you be able to? I mean, getting money from KDB's transfer is not City's objective at all. I just think one more year for KDB, where his successor, whoever it might be, Xavi Simmons, Musiala, Words, I hope it's not Words, whoever his successor is settles in. Matthews Nunes, Josko Guardiol, Manuel Akanji, Savinho, just a bit of a loose touch. Savinho has to play in food in there. Manuel Akanji back to Ruben Diaz, Josko Guardiol. Gautam says, I don't think it's wise to go for one more season. Just like a mentor sort of a thing. When we gave that one more year extra contract to Fernandinho, and it obviously worked wonders because Rodri was able to pick stuff from him. Obviously, Rodri learned a lot. Training with him every day and all of that stuff. The mantle was passed, so I think it could be somewhat similar. That is wonderful. There, Bernardo Silva. Good defending from Southampton. Matthews Nunes does extremely well there protecting the ball. City are all over Southampton there, but we have to remember it's just one goal, the difference, and anything could happen. I thought Kovacic scored there. So I just think we could give KDB that one season, get the successor. And see, the problem I think is when you're getting KDB in. I mean, when you have KDB but you don't have a successor, that means if KDB is injured, then there's a spot vacant. Now with KDB and his successor, you suddenly have two players for one spot. So then even if KDB doesn't remain fit for large parts of the season, it's okay. So just think we could plan in that sort of a way. Gagam says, since last season we are having a man down for more than half a season and playing 70 matches a season with an important player out affects the balance and this season Gautam due to the Champions League extra matches and the Club World Cup in there it could be an 80-85 match season. Rodri said it, and we are already Rodri down, a man down. Walker as well. I think Walker's time is actually up. Walker's time, I think, is actually up. I think this season was his extended season where it's not worked out. I think Walker's season is up. Again, do oh, he's through. He's almost through. Their Cameron Archer is faster than Ruben Diaz, but Ruben Diaz somehow gets to the ball. Edison, that was close. Matthews Nunes, what a touch that was from Matthews Nunes. What a touch that was from Matthews Nunes. Wow. I mean, I didn't know that Matthews Nunes had these many skills. What a touch. He's picked it out right out of the air. I mean, Matthews Nunes, that one. Southampton are growing into the game. We need to be extremely careful here. Need to be extremely careful here. Southampton have dominated possession, obviously, but we need to be careful here. Gautam says yes, Walker is going for sure. Who are his replacements, Gautam? I mean, who do you think should replace him? Because right back, I mean, Jeremy Frimpong, I think is out of question. Again, if it's Ruben Amorim 3 at the back, you could consider Frimpong, but that's the thing. A lot of the transfer window will depend on it will depend on Pep Guardiola and if he signs a contract for 1 year. I mean, he won't sign for 3 years, but if he signs a contract for 1 year, I mean, I think if he stays for one more year, then I think he's staying for another extra year as well because Pep staying for one more year will not take the entire rebuild. I mean, Pep could stay for one more year and then He could be giving inputs to his successor in between. We just do not know how it works. But I think it clearly depends on who the next manager is. That's how the transfer window is shaped, will be shaped. Southampton are playing through us. This is not looking good, to be honest. We're unable to get the ball of Southampton there. They're playing little one-twos. We need to be very careful here. That is excellent from Savinho. He's running through on goal. Savinho. I think Savinho there could have passed to Haaland. Savinho had a chance to pass to Haaland. Pep will not be happy. That was Haaland's second goal chance. I mean, Savinho there ran clean through on goal and he had a chance to pass to Erling Haaland. I don't know why Savinho didn't pass it to Erling Haaland there. That was a straight 2-0 with the form Erling Haaland is in. Don't know why Savinho didn't pass it. That would have been a strong footing in the game for us. Gautam says, I want Hakimi. He looks to be the perfect replacement for Kyle Walker. But I think PSG will not let him go, to be honest. Mateo Kovacic, it's just ping pong in the box. And it's a throw in for City. Hakim is the dream choice, I think, Gautam. And also, I think the competition for right back will be. It will be very intense, to be honest, because Madrid are in the market for right back. I mean, the media reports are Trent will go there. I want to see Liverpool fans crying after Trent goes there. Matthews Nunes to Josko Guardiol to Manuel Akanji, Savinho on the outside. Ah, that is well defended, but Savinho. I was looking over the goal, but that was well defended. Matthews Nunes, and that's a corner for City. It's well defended by Kyle Walker Peters. I mean, Matty Cash could be interesting. Matty Cash could be very interesting. Out there, Matty Cash, I think Matty Cash he has decent pace, not Walker like pace. He has decent pace. Is good all round. Matty Cash would be an interesting one. If I'll be honest, it's another corner for City. We are getting corner after corner. We need we need to score a second before the break because 1-0 is always a nervy scoreline. Gautam says if Madrid get Trent and Davis, what do we have left to play for in the UCL? Phil Foden corner, not the best because Johnny Stones is not there. Matthews Nunes, Josko Guardiol, Rico Lewis to Matthews Nunes, Matthews cross. This time the cross hasn't found Erling Haaland. Gautam says Cash from yes, Matty Cash from Villa. I mean he's not your exact Kyle Walker like thing, but he's actually good in all the departments. I think he's an all round defender. His crosses are good. He's good defensively. He's good offensively. He's not extraordinary at something. Josko Guardiola into the box. Ah, I don't know how we didn't score there. City are creating chance after chance after chance. I mean, I'm just thinking of Premier League right backs. Are there any ones? There, I think Matty Cash is one. I don't see many Premier League right backs good enough to play for City. That's another corner. City are creating chance after chance. That's true, Gautam. They'll have Alfonso Davis. They'll have they'll have Trent, then they'll have Vinicius, then they'll have Mbappe, Rodrigo, and then that guy is also very good. What's his name? The striker that they've signed from Brazil, Hendrick. Hendrick is just so underrated. He's just superb. By the way, today there's I think El Clasico. But then the counter to that is with Trent Alfonso Davis. That's almost a good ball. With Trent Alfonso Davis, Vinicius Junior, and Mbappe and Rodrigo. I think where is your defense? No one will defend. No one will come back. Both Davis and Trent are extremely weak defensively. So I think defensively teams can hurt them. That's a throw in for City. Gautam says Saliba to Madrid. Just imagine William Saliba and Antonio Rudiger playing together. Wow. just imagine Gabriel and Antonio Rudiger in Arsenal and what they would be doing to teams on corners. Ricolos, that is extremely well done. Ah, City are being too intricate here. I think we are just being too intricate here. Mateo Kovacic gets the ball. Pep will not be happy with the 1-0 score line. We're just overplaying it. Just bloody overplaying it. Bernardo Silva. We are bloody overplaying it. That's all. I think we need to score that second goal just to relax and enjoy the weekend, to be honest. Josko Guardiol. Matthews Nunes does extremely well. What a dribbling from him. The ball's already gone out anyway, but he's got that last dribble wrong. It's just a heavy touch, but again, superb dribbling from him. Gautam says, "Yeah, I feel 2-2 draw for today's El Clasico." But Gautam, you just uh, have you seen the Bayern versus Barcelona highlights? Because you just look at the high line which Barcelona was playing. If you play that sort of high line against Madrid, they will just kill you. They will absolutely kill you in daylight. And also the form Vinicius is in. Manuel Akanji saved Rico Lewis blushes over there. That was a bad pass from Rico Lewis to Manuel Akanji. And it's going to be a long throw in, I think, from Bednarek. And City somehow clear it out. I just do not want the again nervy 1-0. Every City match is bloody nervy in the Premier League, especially. Vasco Guardiola gets out. Gautam says Madrid don't have a playmaker. After Cruz, no one is a creator. I think Arda Guller is there. I think Gautam. I think he's injured mostly. That's why he's not playing. I think Arda Guller is there. And then talk is they are gonna get Florian Wirtz as well. Savinho to Nunes. Savinho loses the ball. Savinho is somehow having a stinker already, and it's a free kick for Southampton. Gautam says I like flick ball. He just transformed Barcelona into a very good team. I mean, if Xavi was given this team, I don't think Barcelona was beating Bayern Munich. I think Hansi Flick that's what underlines what a good manager could do to a team. To be honest, that's what when United fans feel it's on the squad, it's not on Ten Hag and stuff. I'm like, that is fantastic from Bernardo Silva. We have to score here. We have to score here. Savinho was free. I think you give a squad of Rashford, Garnacho, and all of those Hoyland and all of those people to Hansi Flick, I think the results would have been much, much better. Two or three free players were waiting there, and Bernardo Silva couldn't find the right pass. 8 more minutes left, and I just do not want us to go in 1-0. I absolutely do not want us to go in 1-0. I would hate that, to be honest. Foreign has to pass it wide. Yes. Matthews Nunes, Josko Guardiol, Bernardo Silva, Kovacic. Kovacic has to give it to Savinho. Savinho is just trying too hard, if you ask me. Rico Lewis, Savinho. I think Savinho is just holding on to the ball for too long. I think it's almost a similar problem with what Mahrez was doing. Gautam says, I wanted him at City, tried and tested treble winner, knows how to make a crap team to a title challenge, and we have already won title. Just imagine with Hansi Flick how it would be. But then we have a goat who's better than Hansi Flick as well, Pep Guardiola. So I just don't think looking at how we, hire managers, we will look at Hansi Flick because when we hired Pep, I mean, of course, you didn't know then, but how we prepared the ground for him with Ferran Soriano, Titsiki Bakaristan. Club deep down knew this was going to be at least a decade-long project with Pep, if not more. Matthews Nunes, Josko Guardiol hits one over the bar, but I'll forgive him because he's rescued us a lot of times. So I think when City generally pick a manager, at least now the state we are in, I think we will actually look at least a 10-year project. Managers who can stay with us for 10 years, and I think Flick is not that kind of a manager. So I think for me there are two options. There is Michel and there is Ruben Amorim. Gautam says Southampton having a compact defense. We are doing shit attack. Gautam, how many times is Savinho getting the ball and is bloody one on one, and Savinho doesn't want to pass to Haaland. He just want to score himself. I'm seeing the same problems that we have with Mahrez that are repeating with Savinho. He was the main man at Girona, but now he needs to learn. Oscar Guardiol. It's been so long since we scored our first goal. Nothing ever since. Has to pass it back to the keeper. Bernardo Silva. Phil Foden. Mateo Kovacic. Savinho again. Akanji just bloody put a cross into the box again, giving the ball away. And Southampton looking to counter through dribbling. Cameron Archer. Akanji does absolutely well there. And Phil Foden, Erling Haaland has through. Can Erling Haaland finish? Haaland can't finish. The ball fell to him. Erling Haaland cannot finish. This has become an open game and it's just 4 or 5 minutes remaining now. If we concede now, Pep will be absolutely furious. Savinho there, Rico Lewis, Gautam says Haaland. I mean, bloody Savinho is just holding on to the ball too much. Bernardo Silva, that's a foul on Bernardo Silva now. Gautam, can you guess the last time when we lost a Champions League match at the Etihad? The year. Just guess the year. I mean, honestly, the ball stuck under Haaland's feet a bit, I think. But we need to. I mean, it's almost half time and it's just 1-0. And everyone was talking about triple captaining Haaland and fantasy football. I think it will be at least 2 minutes of added time. Savinho again with the ball. Rico Lewis, Mateo Kovacic, Kovacic to Matthews Nunes. Suddenly, with the start we had, it just feels a damn squib. Yes, Southampton didn't have a shot on goal. Might have one or two touches in their box, but it's just one goal by which you're leading, and it's not enough. Savinho needs to give it to Foden. Savinho needs to give it to Foden. Ah, good strike for Mateo Kovacic there, but just too central. That's the thing. It's just too central, either side of Ramsdale, and that's 2-0 City. Kovacic is striking it so well. Phil Foden does well. Offside, I think. Foden was offside, but one goal and it's just like the Wolves game, to be honest. 1-1, 1-0. It just feels the same. Just that we have not conceded chances. That's the only thing. And we had chances to break down Southampton. Savinho does not want to pass. We want to play too cute football and walk the ball into the net. That's been the problem. Gotham just 2018, right? It's been 6 years. It's been 6 years since we were last defeated in a Champions League game. The last defeat was to Lyon, I think. And what a fortress Pep has made City to be. Bayaji's counter-attacks wasted twice. I mean, one counter-attack Bayaji, I'm like so frustrated. Savinho had Haaland free, but he had to go himself. It reminds me of Mahrez' first season, of how he was not passing. Ramsdale, Rico Lewis, Kovacic was pressing there, but 1 minute to half time. I don't think there's. And lo behold, a Southampton player is through one goal and it hits the bar. That he should have scored. I think it's Dibbling. Dibbling should have scored. And he was bloody onside as well. I think it is Manuel Akanji playing him on. I think Dibbling should have scored ideally. Hit the bar, unlucky, and that should have sealed what has been a damn squib of a first half. Bayaji says ball bache, but it was an underwhelming first half. Bayaji, अच्छा नहीं था. It was pathetic at times, I would say. I mean, why the hell was Kovacic going to press in the last minute of added time? Why the hell did Kovacic go and press Aaron Ramsdale? Absolutely don't know. It was pathetic. We scored the first goal in the fifth minute, and that's it. It was not at all good. I think Savinho was very bad. He had chances, but he refused to pass. He wanted to do all on himself. He's not giving the ball to Ford and Savinho. He's just playing too selfish. He needs to learn. This is not Girona where he's a one man show. There are 10 other people, 12 other people sitting there who are far more talented than Savinho. Savinho should know to pass. I mean, Haaland was free. Why will you not pass? Savinho attracted three defenders and Haaland was free. Why will you not pass to Haaland in that scenario? Bayaji says Bernardo looks out of form. Gundogan's out of form. Bayaji Bernardo's out of form. That's the dilemma. Gundogan's out of form and Bernardo's out of form. So who do you play there? Maybe I think James McAtee is an option. I don't know, but that's the problem. See, if Gundogan and Bernardo were in form, I think we would be doing much better this season. We would be doing much better. Gautam says a lot of pep talk needed. I mean, I mean, honestly, in 99 out of 100 games, that goal would have gone in. It would have been so ironic, right? City have 10 shots, 5 on target, 1 goal. Southampton 0 shots on goal, 0 shots on target, 0 shots on goal, and would have scored from the first shot on goal. That's how it would have been. I mean, why? I mean, I'm angry because Kovacic went there and he was pressing Ramsdale. Why do you do that? When you know that's a trap. 30 seconds to go before half time, and Kovacic decides to go and press Ramsdale. Just can't understand that. And we are leading 1-0. It's not Southampton's leading 1-0. Just absolute. The performance been pathetic. And the second halves have generally been good, but the first halves have literally been pathetic. Let's see the scores from the other grounds. That will be interesting. It's interesting. Brentford Ipswich 2-2. Visa scores after his return. Villa Bournemouth 1-0. Good. I have Matty Cash in my fantasy team. Brighton holds. Danny Welbeck scores. Jorginho after assist. Not much going on in there, but I mean, the thing is, Pep cannot even change it, even if he wants to. I mean, there's no reason to change it, to be honest. I mean, I'm like, कितने मैच ऐसे देखने पड़ेंगे कि 1-0 City 1-0 and it's just so tense. It's absolutely so tense. And Pep cannot change it as well. I mean, my biggest frustration is Foden's not even getting the ball because Savinho is coming into a lot of spaces. Foden wants to occupy. Savinho is coming both central and onto the right. I think Pep should instruct Savinho to hug the touchline. That is what Pep should tell Savinho to do because he's eating up Foden's balls and Savinho is refusing to pull the ball back to Foden as well onto the edge of the box. He always wants to take the ball, drive inside the wing, go onto the outside. So I mean, I'm just frustrated by Savinho with so many chances, and all we do is just lead 1-0. That too at home to Southampton. And Southampton have not won a single game, I think, right? They're showing the goal. The goal was fantastic, but apart from that, nothing was fantastic today. That was a very good cross from Matthews Nunes, to be honest. Both Foden and Haaland were there, and that's the difference. And it was 2v1 out wide, and Matthews Nunes cleverly took advantage, and the finish was fantastic from Erling Haaland. What a finish! Bayaji says Savio desperate for his first goal. I mean, I mean, how? I mean, it just reminds me of Riyad Mahrez. Ki Haaland was free. Haaland free था उधर and still Savinho doesn't pass. That's just Southampton were delighted with that. Something needs to change. Let's see if it changes in the second half. Cameron Archer hit the bar. They're showing that chance. I think Josko Guardiola just did enough. I think Archer was anyway offside. I think it is close, but Josko Guardiola just did enough to hurry Cameron Archer into the shot. Otherwise, Cameron Archer was shaping up to go across the goal into the far post. Look at Pep there. He's extremely frustrated. It's just that he didn't have a bottle in his hand. Otherwise, he would be smashing that. Pep Guardiola is extremely frustrated with with what has happened there. To be honest, I mean the schedule is actually very tough as well. We have Spurs coming up in midfield. Sorry, midweek, not midfield. Midweek Spurs away, which is difficult, and then Bournemouth away at the weekend, which is difficult as well, and then Sporting away as well, which is extremely difficult. Sporting away is difficult as well. So I think it's a grueling week, especially with 14 players. And the last thing you would want is losing energy in the game against Southampton. It's not making it nervous or stuff like that, but losing energy in the game against Southampton. Pep would have said you have midweek Spurs, so I would expect you guys to be at least 3-0 up half time. Come on, I'll make the substitutions. That's what Pep would have expected. And look at what City have done. We've complicated this for ourselves. And Southampton have, you know, Southampton have attackers who can be very good. Look at that finish from Danny Welbeck. It's just superb. What a finish from Danny Welbeck that was. So I think we need to get out of we need to get out of the blocks faster in the second half. Gautam says against Tottenham, I believe Academy 11 will play. I don't think Gautam Pep being Pep will want to even do well in the Carabao Cup. He will play his main team. It's just one or two changes. Haaland will obviously not play. I'm thinking the Spurs away is gonna be difficult. But then if Haaland doesn't play, who will play there? We do not have attacking players. De Bruyne is out. Everybody's out. I think one thing is the defenders will shuffle. I think Ake will play. John Stones could play. I think he could maybe give a rest to Rico Lewis and Emmanuel Akanji over there. So maybe James McAtee will play, but apart from that, I think Foden will play, Kovacic will play. So it's pretty much gonna be the first team with two or three, second team, two or three academy players. To be honest, but I don't know how are you guys feeling about this match, but for me, it's nervous. I'm feeling a bit nervous to be honest. Feeling a bit nervous. I know it's Southampton, it's at the Etihad, but I'm feeling nervous. Gautam says I can say Nico will get his chance at Spurs. I think Nico will get his chance and McAtee will get his chance as well. McAtee for sure will get his chance. Nico O'Reilly, I think he will not risk Mateo Kovacic for second game in a row, especially when we need him against Bournemouth. Bournemouth away will be difficult as well. I I mean, I mean we have already been through a couple of tough fixtures. It's not like the fixture list has been kind to us from the start to now. We have been to Stamford Bridge on the first day, which is a difficult fixture. Generally, Chelsea are playing well as well. So it's Stamford Bridge. We have played against Arsenal. We have played against Newcastle. So we have played three big matches to be honest. We have played against Fulham, which generally is tough. Generally has been traditionally tough for us. We have played Wolves at Molineux, which I know Wolves are not doing well right now, but generally Wolves at Molineux has been a bogey team for us. So I think our fixture list has been difficult. It's not been as easy as the opposition fans or the pundits will make you believe. It's been fixture list has been difficult. The only place I was disappointed till now is dropping 2 points at Newcastle. I thought we could have won the game at Newcastle. To be honest. Bayaji says, "How was Palmer against Liverpool?" He was lost in the first half. In the second half, he had decent chances. The thing is, Bayaji, Liverpool sat back against Chelsea and they hit Chelsea on the break. They invited Chelsea onto them and they hit Chelsea on the break. I think Arne Slot is cleverly is managing the defensive stability with the attacking thing. They're Liverpool in. I mean, even against Crystal Palace, I've seen Liverpool are not afraid to. Liverpool is sitting back and then they're hitting teams on the break. They're not parking the bus exactly, but then they're sitting back a bit. So Palmer was. I have to say Palmer was marked out of the game apart from one or two chances. Apart from a couple of chances, Palmer was marked out of the game. Jackson went through and scored. That was because Konate just misplayed the offside trap. But in general, that was clever from Arne Slot, to be honest. Set back and hit on the break. The interesting thing will be what he'll do against Arsenal. By the way, whom do you guys want to win? I know I asked it last time as well, but whom do you guys want to win? Arsenal, Liverpool. I know a draw could be the perfect result for us, but if not a draw, which scenario would you guys opt for? Draw would be perfect, but if not a draw, would you prefer Liverpool to win? Would you prefer Arsenal to win? Thing I'm asking is, who do you see as a greater title challenger for us as the season goes on? Do you see Liverpool or do you see Arsenal? I mean, draw is the perfect result, obviously, Gautam, because both of them will lose 2 points. But if not a draw, then who do you see as a bigger title challenger for us going forward in the season? Liverpool or Arsenal? That is the question. It's a bit difficult one for me. Liverpool or Arsenal, even. Who do I see as a bigger title challenger? Very difficult to say. Because I know Liverpool have made this fantastic start, but so did Ange last season at Spurs, right? He won his first eight or first nine. Solskjaer, when he came to United, won his first eight or first nine or so. Pep Guardiola at City in his first season, I think we won our first six or first seven before losing to the Spurs, before losing to Pochettino Spurs. Pep Guardiola is giving more instructions in the in the tunnel there. I haven't seen Pep Guardiola give so much of a pep talk. Even in the tunnel, he's not finished. He's in the dressing room. He's giving it in the tunnel as well. So Pep is clearly not happy with something. Bayagi says pool in the long run, given experienced players and mentality. That is true. That is true, Bayaji. That is true. Liverpool in the long run. But with Liverpool, I think it's just Arne Slot's first season, so I think will he be able to? I mean, did Antonio Conte win the title in his first season with Chelsea? I think maybe. Did Mourinho win it in the first season with Chelsea? Maybe I don't know, but I don't think the many managers would do win it in the first season. But yeah, I'm just looking at how well will Arne Slot adapt, to be honest, when things get going tough, and then I think can tell their credentials. But with Arsenal, you pretty much know, and that is wonderful there from Savinho. Has to pass. I thought Phil Foden scored that. That is a wonderful goal. Look at that pep talk. First half, Savinho was not making that pass, but look at it. That is scintillating football from City. First half, Savinho was not making that pass, but this half, Savinho passes to Foden, and I thought that was in for a moment. Foden needs to at least work the goalkeeper. That was not far away, that was just a whisker away. Bayern says Foden missed straight shot. Exactly. I mean, either side of the goalkeeper, that was a goal. It just looks bad seeing it in the replay. I think Foden's caliber, you expect him to score there. Sparta Praha, the goal he scored was much more difficult. He had to go across the keeper. This was easier. But that was scintillating football from City, right? Savinho, Foden, wow, I think Bernardo won the ball. We need to score the second and settle down. Getting nervy here. Bayaji, we need to score the second and settle down. Bernardo Silva. Referee is not given a foul there, but Matthews Nunes on the ball. Kovacic, he does not know how to cross. With Rodri, that's the thing. Rodri could put those diagonal balls in. With Kovacic, I think crossing is not his strongest forte. I think with that shot Foden missed narrowly. I think Foden was trying to arrow it into the far corner, straight into the far corner, maybe. I mean, straight into the near corner. Josko Guardiola, Nunes, City are suddenly having possession. That's a free kick from for City. Gautam says since it's at Emirates, I want Liverpool to win. But there's one thing, Gautam. If Liverpool win, I think it just puts Arsenal out of the title race. I mean, I know it's very early, but what there would be what 7 points of Liverpool, 6 7 points of Liverpool, 7 points of Liverpool, 6 points of us already. This is another intriguing question. I mean, would you guys want Arsenal to just get out of the title race, and then we collide head on with Liverpool. Phil Foden with the corner, wonderful corner, and Josko Guardiola should be scoring. ओपन गोल था, ओपन गोल था. क्या कर रहे आज हम, क्या कर रहे आज हम. ओपन गोल था यार, यास्को ग्वार्डियल के लिए ओपन गोल था. इससे अच्छा आई मीन ओपन गोल था. और वो टैप इन क्यों दे रहा है हालैंड को. ओपन गोल था. What the hell was Guardiola trying to do there? Guardiola should have gone across the keeper with his head. Ah! Cleared off the goal line there. What a header from Erling Haaland. Gautam says yes, it should be a City pool matchup. But what is happening here, Gautam? Guardiola with that open chance, and what a header from Erling Haaland. But I think it's Bednarek clearing off the line. What the hell is happening to us today? What the hell is that? क्या हो रहा है आज? We should have. How are we not at least 4 goals up in this game? How are we not 4 goals up in this game? And it's already 5 minutes, almost up. They're already coming to bite us, Bayaji. Already Southampton is. Ah. Adam Armstrong has come on. Bayaji says, just pray that these missed chances don't come to bite us. It was almost Adam Armstrong stepped inside Josko Guardiola, and I mean ऐसे डिफेंस पर with Kovacic holding and all of it, एक गोल का तो ट्रस्ट नहीं कर सकते हम. Baya just says a change is a must. We can't trust with 1 goal. I mean, with the problems we're having, especially in the CDM position, we can't. We need to get a CDM in January. Until then, I think we need to outscore the opposition. That's a foul, Savinho. That's a foul on Savinho. We need to outscore the opposition. That's why I'm angry with. I was angry with Savinho for not passing almost an open goal to Erling Haaland. And when will Manning be shown a yellow card? ज़्यादा time waste मत करो. Phil Foden. Phil hit the ball in, cross the ball in. What the hell was that set piece? Matthew Kovacic wants to hit from such a long way out. कौन है ये set piece coach? कौन है हमारा set piece coach? Ah! How did Haaland miss that? ये क्या हो रहा है? Haaland should have had 4 goals today. क्या हो रहा है यार? कितने chances? Open goal था Haaland के लिए. कितने chances चाहिए यार? कितने chances चाहिए? Open goal था. खत्म. Open goal. भाई जिसे सबने यार इसमें open goal था यार. आज लग रहा है हालैंड गोलकीपर नहीं है, फिर भी हालैंड गोल नहीं मार पाएगा. हाँ यार, मैच खत्म हो जाना चाहिए था ये 5 मिनट में. The 5 minutes of second half and the match should have been done. Chance after chance after chance. I think भाई जी ऐसे लग रहा है कि शगुन देना पड़ेगा. I think whenever we have scored the first goal, whenever we have conceded the first goal, we have done well. I mean, देखो भैया जी इस season we drop points only in 2 games. Arsenal and Newcastle. दोनों में क्या सिमिलैरिटीज थे? दोनों में हमने शगुन नहीं दिया एक गोल का, हमने पहले स्कोर किया. I hope that doesn't happen today. I mean, why the hell did I even say that? I just hope that doesn't happen today. ऐसे लग रहा है इस सीजन शगुन देना पड़ेगा. एक गोल तो देना ही पड़ेगा पहले, अदरवाइज हाँ क्या है वो हालैंड का ओपन गोल। रहीम स्टर्लिंग से मिडवीक पे ट्रेनिंग लिया था क्या अर्लिंग हालैंड ने। फिल फोर्डन, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा, Josko Guardiol, Matthews Nunes. Because Southampton will have chances down the other end. We need to score. Phil Foden, Josko Guardiol. Leicester bloody put three past these people in what 15-20 minutes. And we are struggling at the Etihad, a stadium where since last 6 years, 6 साल से हमें कोई हरा ही नहीं पाया in the Champions League. In the Premier League, in the matches that mattered, I don't think we lose here easily. City resting on the ball. Phil Foden. Bernardo Silva does well. Bernardo Silva is playing centrally now. Foden's almost gone up top with Haaland. City playing a 4-4-2. Savinho losing the ball again. Bayaji says that's the most dreaded thing against fucking Southampton. True. इतने चांस और वो हालैंड के ओपन गोल के मिस के बाद I'm worried honestly, to be honest. Haaland missing a bloody open goal. That's true, Bayaji. Bring on Stones and get done with it. I think it's just Stones who can break the curse of scoring the first goal. Ah, Gautam, we need your attacking bliss, Gautam. We need your attacking bliss. That is what is missing. So they are pressing high, but that is the trap. Do not press them high. That is the trap. Do not press them high. They are chasing the game. It's not as look at it, Josko Guardiol trying to press them high. It's a trap. Do not fall into the trap. Gautam says, I think we have my attacking bliss. We just need a finishing bliss. Yes, Gautam, the finishing bliss, please. That too to Erling Haaland, which you would have never thought that you would have to give it in Southampton into our midfield. And Southampton, it's 3v3 at the back. Thank God it's offside. Thank God it's bloody offside. It's a 3v3 at the back. Phil Foden getting Adam Lallana booked. That was hilarious. Bernardo Silva, Josko Guardiol, Matthews Nunes, sorry, Manuel Akanji, Savinho. Get bloody stones on. I think that is that is the only solution today. Bloody Southampton are not even parking the bus as much. They're bloody open as well. I don't know why we are not able to put the ball into the back of the net. Nunes, Phil Foden, Matthews Nunes, Phil Foden. City are probing and it's almost 15 minutes. Almost 12 minutes gone. 13 minutes gone, in fact. Close to the 15-hour mark, sorry, 15-minute mark, the second half, and yet nothing of note. Savinho, Rico Lewis, Phil Foden, Manuel Akanji, Phil Foden, Dusko Guardiola, Phil Foden, Mateo Kovacic. It's offside, I think, from Savinho. I mean, Southampton are making another change. Adam Lallana is off. As the minutes tick by, it's getting tenser and tenser because it's just one goal. I honestly think we scored the second and the game's over. Because then Southampton have to come out with more vigor. I think Matthews Nunes there thought he could chip it, but did he catch Matthews Nunes over there? I think that would be too harsh to give a penalty, to be honest. But Ramsdale with his long kicking, and it's a Southampton throw. Every time the ball's in our half, it's tense. That too, I'm saying this against bloody fucking Southampton. No disrespect to the opponent, but bloody Savinho almost lost the ball there, trying to do his kill. And Southampton are getting ready for an attack. I just hope they don't score in this. It's looking bloody bleak for us. Rico Lewis has to clear and clears. And that's a foul on Erling Haaland. That's a foul on Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland was almost through there. Ah, 62nd minute. As the minutes tick by, it's like I'm becoming more and more speechless, and it's getting tense. It's getting absolutely tense as the minutes tick by. City don't have an obligation to stop because it's not a head injury, to be honest. How did that not go in? क्या हो रहा है यार यहाँ? How did that not go in? Guys, how did that not go in from Erling Haaland? What does Haaland need to do today to send a ball into the back of the net? Nunes needed to pass it. He dribbled one pass too many. क्या हो रहा है यार? That was such a difficult header from Erling Haaland, right? Haaland missed it actually. Haaland missed it. Again, I thought there was a save, but Haaland missed it. Open goal. Open goal for Erling Haaland there. He's missed it again. It was an open goal for Erling Haaland there. Ah! Erling Haaland could have had five more goals today. Easily. He would have had a total of five goals today. Savinho does well, and it's Matthews Nunes rescuing the ball. And Nunes to Josko Guardiol, Guardiol to Kovacic, Kovacic to Diaz, Kovacic, Nunes, and Nunes miscontrols it and it goes out of play. My God, it's just turning into a nightmare for City slowly. We need to score the second. Savinho slips inside the box. Gautam says we just have Kundo on the bench to sub. That is true. I just get a feeling that Pep will not use subs in this match. Don't know why. Unless we're defending something at the end. Bernardo Silva, Kovacic. But Haaland missing so many chances. My God, that header was so easy. The replays I'm seeing it's an open goal. Ramsdale was taken out by Savinho's cross. Kovacic, Guardiol. Do we need a Guardiol banger today? I don't know. Rico Lewis. It's a corner for City. 20 minutes gone, 65 minutes gone. One more goal, I think, and we can get it Southampton because then they will have to come out. One more goal, guys. One more goal. Ah! Rico Lewis had to get that right. Rico Lewis had to get that right. It was a bouncing ball. Rico Lewis had to get that right. But City are on the attack already. Cameron Archer head injury. Rico Lewis did well there. Otherwise, it was 2v nothing on that. I remember Joao Cancelo conceding a goal in a similar fashion to Salah like that. Just think Kevin De Bruyne would be watching this from the stands and thinking, what the hell are you guys even doing? Manuel Akanji, Phil Foden, Savinho, and it's a corner for City again. And now I'm panicking whenever we have corners as well. Short Lelo, by short Lelo corner. Why do you want to go long? 11 corners to 0, bloody hell. Kovacic does extremely well there. Savinho with the ball. Savinho, Phil Foden, Lasco Guardiol, Matthews Nunes, that is shit corner from Matthews Nunes, to be honest. Osco Guardiola, Kovacic, Akanji, Phil Foden, Kovacic there, Foden, he has Sevigny on the outside, Akanji on the outside actually, and Sevigny on the inside. He has to pass it to Foden, he's done it. Foden's, Foden's thunderbolt there blocked. Sevigny, Bernardo Silva has to give it to Phil Foden. Kovacic, Foden, Bernardo Silva, Josko Guardiola, gone out for another corner. I think this is a 12th or 13th corner. What the hell? And all of them have been trapped. Nunes taking a crap corner again. Just give the ball to the goalkeeper. We're better off it. This is immense pressure on Southampton. Gautam says, "Come on, City." What was that corner, Gautam? What was that corner? From Matthews Nunes. What was that corner? We have bloody 12 or 13 corners and we have been shit. It's a goal kick. Well done by Ruben Diaz. Extremely well done by Ruben Diaz. We need to score. We need to score, guys. We need to score. City building a patient lemon. As each minute ticks by, it's getting tenser and tenser, to be honest. Matthews Nunes started off brightly, but as the match has gone on, it's not impacted it as much. Don't know why. It's not tried the crosses as well as much. Phil Foden was looking to let go there. Bernardo Silva, Josko Guardiola, Manuel Akanji. Will he hit it from there or what? Rico Lewis. I think you need Gundogan in this sort of games. Gundogan making those late runs. Again, I know his finishing hasn't been the best, but Ramsdale collects it. Southampton have played it out of the back beautifully. In fact, Kovacic has played it out. In fact, Kovacic has helped them play it out of the back even better. Gautam says it's 11 man wall. Bring in subs as well. Let's stand in front of them. One more goal, Gautam, and the match is done. Because Southampton then will have to come out. One more goal. But I'm just remembering the missed chances by Erling Haaland. They could hurt us. They could hurt us. To be honest, there's no one in the middle. Ah, that's a goal kick. Adam Armstrong almost made something of it. Josko Guardiola read space very well over there. Josko Guardiola read space very well over there. City were back in possession. Gautam, there are some games which I take my mind back to. Everton, I think 2 years back, December the 31st, spoiled our new year. Everton, Frank Lampard's Everton. We dominated the entire match, had what 30-40 shots, and Everton just had one shot. Damari Gray from outside the box, he curled it in. Nottingham Forest, we bloody had all the possession and shots, and they hit one, they just had one shot and they hit a super goal. It's a throw in for City. It's another substitution for Southampton. I think his Russell Martin is now reducing all his attackers, maybe. Manning is off. Gautam says Crystal Palace last season 2-2 exactly. From 2-0 down to 2-2, right? It was 2-0 down. We were leading 2-0 at 79th minute and then it was 2-2 last season. The season before it was Everton, I think. The Nottingham Forest, it was in title race. Before that, it was Everton. Southampton are looking to break on us there. The high press of Southampton is activated. We need to be extremely careful. Need to be extremely careful here. Matthews Nunes almost lost the ball there. Phil Foden should be careful. Ramsdale gets the ball. I think the ball over the top to Erling Haaland is on. It's definitely on. John Stones is doing his warm up. It stands 78 minutes gone and it's still 1-0 at the Etihad. Noel Gallagher is there, is watching, and it's tense, guys. I don't know how you guys are feeling. I know you guys are feeling tense, but it's just so tense. The only goal in that too, it was one of the most difficult finishes. And then Haaland doesn't finish easy chances. 2-0, he had two open goals and he doesn't finish them. Jeremy Doku in there. Right. Another 15 minutes to play roughly if we keep the added time mind as well. Bayaji says this is the reason we are struggling to win against the top six. But Bayaji, this freaking Southampton and they're on the attack now. This is scary. This is absolutely scary. This is absolutely scary. Oh, this is scary. This is scary. They're getting the ball in the central area. And Josko Guardiola does extremely well. That's right, Bayaji. To be honest, this is the reason. I mean, again today I think on another day Haaland scores most of those goals. कितने goal miss किए Haaland? I think the performance has not been bad. The finishing has been bad. That to with Erling Haaland in your team, that is the mystery there. I mean, when has Haaland missed two open goals? The header was an open goal. The cross was an open goal. Now Southampton are attacking. It's dribbling. We need to be extremely careful. I think he needs to bring Ake on and remove Lewis. There, I do not think Lewis can handle the. I mean, he needs to bring Ake on and probably shift. That is extremely well done by Josko Guardiola again. Guardiola is saving our ass. Guardiola is saving. He saved our ass against goals from being handed out on a plate. He's saving our ass. Win now as well. Josko Guardiola, Rico Lewis. That's a free kick to City. I just think maybe it's time to move Akanji right back. Ake in the center, maybe I think. Just to solidify the defense a bit. Now that we are deep, we are into the 80th minute. Southampton, the legs of Southampton's players are going, but I didn't think the match against Southampton will be this tense. Downs is down, but just thinking Pep will not make substitutions. What do you do now? Is he preparing someone? I don't know. But the performance is there today. There are games like the Wolves, for example, where we were pathetic. And John Stones bailed us out. Gundogan is coming on. Ikai Gundogan is coming on. I guess it will be in the place of Bernardo Silva probably. Ikai Gundogan is sorry, Savinho. I think Yusuf Bernardo to the right, or maybe remove Matthews Nunes and put Savinho on to the left. Gautam says Gundo coming on. Yes, Gautam, but it's absolutely tense. Each game, Gautam City's each game, except for one or two, maybe switch. and one or two other games. It's been tense. Watching City has been very tense. It's anyways tense, but when games go like this, it's even more tense. Mateo Kovacic, Josko Guardiol, Matthews Nunes, Josko Guardiol, Kovacic. The diagonal ball is not there. That's the problem with Kovacic, which Rodri Luis does. Manuel Akanji, Ruben Diaz, Akanji, Ruben Diaz, Josko Guardiol, back to Edison. Ramsdale kicks it long. Bernardo Silva does well. Gautam says it's so interesting. The City play with calmness, and we fans are always restless. When Pep Guardiola is restless, Gautam is just the players who are calm. That said, even Pep Guardiola is so restless. You just observe him, the touchline. Even after winning 6 titles in 7 years, Kovacic has to give the ball to Savinho. That Savinho is free. Rico Lewis, in fact, finds Savinho. Can Savinho finish it off for City? Manuel Akanji. Don't know what he was doing. Straight to Ramsdale. Don't know why Akanji was trying to shoot. And another one of Southampton's players are down. Ikai Gundogan is coming on in this a little break. Nunes is going off. I guess it could be Savinho on the left, Bernardo on the right, and Gundogan in the middle, or Foden on the left and Gundogan in the middle. One of those two things. Substitutes are coming on for Southampton as well. Gotham says Southampton players are cramping. I mean, if we had a 2 goal or 3 goal lead, I would not mind them sleeping on the pitch for the rest 5 6 minutes. The added time will be at least 5 minutes, Gotham. So 10 get ready for 10 minutes of extreme tense tense play. Cameron Archer goes off, Downes goes off. Onuwachu and Sulemana come on. Sulemana, I think I've heard his name. Is quick. Sulemana is quick. Ika Gundogan does well. It's just the minutes are ticking on, and Southampton are keeping possession, and I'm extremely restless. That is well done by Mateo Kovacic. He had to do it. He had to take a foul for the team. It's a tactical foul because Southampton were away. Surprised that Pep has not brought on Stones and Ake. I think it was Sulemana. Sulemana is fast, is quick. Mateo Kovacic gets a yellow. It is Kyle Walker Peters, in fact. It's a free kick in a dangerous position. It's a free kick in a dangerous position, especially for the high line City play. I'll have my bottle in my hand to be honest. Ah, glad that Edison caught it. Wow. This is coolly played. This is excellent from Josko Guardiol there. He's surely not a defender. Savinho has come onto the left, and it's Bernardo Silva on the right. Gautam says it's 6 minutes. My God. Squeaky bum time. 6 minutes of squeaky bum time. And they're playing around the keeper. Erling Haaland needs to get that ball back. Phil Foden will not play it. He will retain possession, in fact. But I thought maybe Erling Haaland could have called. Savinho, can he finish the match off? Ah! I thought Savinho could maybe curl it into the far corner. I'll have the bottle in my hand for all of the 6 minutes because the tension is just something that I just cannot handle at this point now. 1 minute of the 6 minutes gone, bloody hell, 5 more minutes. It's almost like you've ran a 10-kilometer marathon, a 20-kilometer marathon, and it's the last 5 minutes to get there. You just don't have the energy left. Edison should have caught it and he should have wasted bloody time. Don't press them, guys. Don't press them. That is what they want. Do not press them. Savinho does well into Erling Haaland. Haaland plays it to Foden. Haaland plays it to Bernardo Silva. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland should keep the ball. Erling Haaland plays it back to Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis plays it to Mateo Kovacic. This is well done from Haaland. Little bit calm. Bloody 4 more minutes to go. Savinho there. It's a Southampton throw in. I think Savinho should keep the ball. Why Gotham? Why is that Savinho does it? Can't he take to the corner, keep the ball? Why does he have to cross it? Southampton get out. Ah! That was close. That was bloody close. I think it's a corner for Southampton. They have Bednarek. I just hope we don't suffer what we suffered from Wolves. Their first corner of the game, we have had 12 of them. Is this it? That's it. The set piece dangers, bloody not over. All of them are still up. 2 more minutes to go. Gotham, 2 more minutes to go. And Guardiola does well. It's a throw in, but I think it will be a bloody long throw in. Squeaky bum time. Why can't we have possession now? I just can't watch this. And it's a free kick to City. Well done. Well done, Kovacic, for taking one for the team. It's a free kick to City. Well done, Kova. Well done. How are you even feeling? Gautam, how are you feeling? How are you feeling, guys? How did you feel during that routine? That corner routine? How are you guys feeling? 1 more minute to go. Last minute to go. Johnny Stones is coming on. Johnny Stones is coming on, but that was tense. That entire corner setup was tense for me, if I'm honest. Bloody hell. Southampton get the ball again. Gundogan does very well. Phil Foden has to keep the ball. Phil Foden has to keep the ball. Erling Haaland. Ah! Keep the ball and take it to the corner. It's a substitution, but Erling Haaland's finishing boots are not on today. I mean, how many chances do we have to give him? Rico Lewis off, John Stones on. But what is it with Erling Haaland today? What is it? I think this could be the last kick. I don't know. Yes, the referee has blown. We have won. I can't believe I'm celebrating like this against Southampton. Against Southampton, we're celebrating like this. But a 1-0 win. A win is a win. A 1-0 win. You just don't know how crucial, how important this will be come the end of the season. But again, what a game. What a tense game. There was nothing in this. Erling Haaland, chance after chance after chance after chance. We won. Woo! But Gautam, that was tense, right? That was one of the most tense 6 minutes I've actually watched. Wow. I mean, Erling Haaland, how many chances should he have? I think he's missed four clean chances, two open goals, two chances he was clean through on goal, four chances, so 4 to 5 chances for Erling Haaland. Haaland should have scored bloody 5 or 6 goals today, and it is done. But the thing is, City have kept a clean sheet. I think this is. I guess maybe this is what it takes to keep a clean sheet. To be honest, so much of tense as fans going through so many tense emotions. I think Otherwise, just give a goal to the opposition and then we'll score. I mean, for a moment, I thought at the end, for a moment, I thought Southampton would score from the corner in the 95th minute and we would get the reverse of the John Stones thing. That's what I thought at the last minute when they got a corner. The defending was just superb. And honestly, guys, honestly, Bayaji, आज जो भी games हुए, Brentford Ipswich Town 3-3, Brighton Wolves 2-2. सिर्फ सिटी का एक ही मैच है which was a draw, which is I mean we won 1-0. एक ही clean sheet था आज, एक ही victory था. All the others are draws. By this is on a positive note, all 3 points with a clean sheet. Pathetic finishing by everyone. I mean, pathetic mindset as well, Bayaji. Savinho, 91st minute. 91st, 92nd minute. Why the hell he crossing the ball? Savinho, 92nd minute. Ball को लेके corner में जाके at least 1 minute he could have bought us, right? Erling Haaland, okay, I'll excuse because he was through on goal, and with Haaland you expect him to finish it, but Sevilla, I think on 2-3 occasions he had the chance to take the ball into the corner, and he's like always shooting. One, he was trying to curl it into the far corner. The second one, he's crossing to no one, and Wolves had possession. Wolves got back possession, and they went up the pitch, got a corner. I honestly think Savinho's form is just not. I mean, it's Savinho. It's again interesting. Is in good form, but again his decision making is not good. I think this was a match where we missed Doku. To be honest, I think because Doku with his dribbling, Doku could have got a hat trick today. Doku could have easily got a hat trick today. To be honest. My God, Aston Villa Bournemouth be 1-1. Aston Villa Bournemouth 1-1. Brighton Wolves 2-2. Brentford Ipswich, I think Brentford have scored. They're showing a goal here. Brentford have scored, I think, in the 96th minute from a far galaxy. It's 4-3. Brentford's 4-3 then. I mean, 4 match हुए. Okay, Brentford scored now. They're showing it 3-3. Brentford on the attack. They launched. How did that even go in? How did that even go in? Brian Mbumo. Brian Mbumo scores. But all the matches today were high scoring or clean sheet ही नहीं था. And this is the bloody freaking time when we decide to keep a clean sheet. Oh my God! Oh my God! Ipswich Town hit the bar. It would have been 4-4. Liam Delap hit the bar. It would have been 4-4. Oh my God! It would have been 4-4 in the Brentford Ipswich Town. How is it not 4-4? I mean, it deserved to go in. How is it not bloody 4-4? Hit the inside of the bar and went out. Liam Delap thought he had scored. I mean, how cruel can it be? 4-4 tha, almost 4-4 tha. Bayaji says not having second striker reducing our goal difference. Especially with the way Liam Delap is playing Bayaji. I mean this Ipswich Town Brentford game is like something else. It's 97 minutes still they're playing. Brentford have a corner, I think. But I think we should, if we had kept Liam and played him as a second striker to Haaland, I mean whatever be the formation, if you would have played him as a second striker to Haaland, just imagine how teams would be. Do you defend Liam Delap or do you defend Erling Haaland? Bayaji says Delap would have been perfect as second striker. Exactly, उसका shooting range, उसका finishing, one-on-one में उसका pace, everything's perfect. Liam Delap and I think Delap and Haaland can play together. In whatever formation, 4-4-2, 4-3, I mean whatever formation, a second striker. And look at the height of both. Just imagine Haaland and Delap as two strikers, and you have Savinho, Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Ford, and Matthews Nunes crossing the ball into them. That would have been perfect. And Delap is scoring rate is insane. What, he scored 4-5 goals already? Campaign, I think he'll end the campaign on 10-12 goals. Liam Delap is just so good. Gautam says, as I said, I felt today we will have a clean sheet and we did. Thank God we did it, Gautam. For a moment in that, 94th to 96th minute, I was like, John Stones का moment repeat होने वाला है, शायद कर्मा है. Just imagine we drop points against Southampton. Arsenal will be feeling confident. Now, Arsenal would have been feeling confident. Now, Arsenal's Bournemouth defeat would not have been much for them because we drop points against Southampton. Liverpool would be feeling confident because their Nottingham Forest defeat would have been covered here. Thank God, but that was tense. That was proper tense. But then I think that there are very few teams that can. We as fans were restless. मेरा तो होश उड़ गया था. I could not even sit. ऐसा मन कर रहा था कि 4-5 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा टाइम में बाहर भाग जाऊं फिर आऊं. 2 seasons back when Sam Allardyce took charge of Leeds, we were in a title race. It was 2-0. We were leading 2-0. Gundogan takes a penalty, misses it. Leeds go down the other end and then score 2-1. I think Rodrigo scored for Leeds that time. And then it was 6 minutes to go, must win game for us. I went out of the stream for 3-4 minutes and then came back. Could not watch it. Today I felt maybe I should do that because इतना tense था, especially वो 6 minutes, last 6 minutes. You just, I mean, Guardiola and Ruben Diaz did some amazing defensive actions. It might not get the credit in the media and stuff, but some of the defensive actions were amazing, to be honest. Maya just says Delap and Haaland, twin tower of City. Antithesis to Pep philosophy. Rivals would go crazy. और उसके साथ तुम डुब्राइना का crossing भी, add Dubraina's crossing भी जोड़ लो. That would be add Dubraina's crossing and Foden's and Savinho's crossing to Delap on one side, Haaland on another side. 4-4-2 wide. 4-4-2 split strikers, each occupying one centre back. And people like Ford and Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, whoever plays, making runs through the middle. It would have been bloody perfect. It would have been bloody difficult to play against that. And Delap is a very good finisher as well. Delap is an excellent finisher. But anyway, I was more disappointed with the Wolves' performance. With the Wolves' victory, it was sensational. I was excited, but I was more disappointed with the Wolves' performance than this. Here, I think I'm disappointed more with the finishing. Erling Haaland just had an off day, I think, and Savinho, I think Haaland and Savinho, Nunes was good. He did what was asked of him, but Savinho just, especially in the first half, didn't pass to Haaland when there were very good chances. And Erling Haaland, it is just not this day. ऐसे तो मैच देखते टाइम मेमोरीज आ रहे थे एवर्टन से 1-1 दिसंबर द 31st पूरा सारा न्यू ईयर ही खराब कर लिया. लैम्पार्ड्स एवर्टन, we missed so many chances and Damari Gray scores a goal. Nottingham Forest was City, I think 2 seasons back. So many chances and then I think it was Gibbs White or whoever scores a goal. Crystal Palace, जैसे गौतम ने बताया, 2-2 up 80th minute, draw 2-2. And here, especially that Crystal Palace game, I was thinking, and मैं तो डर गया था. I'm like, 2-0 up 80th minute, we drew 2-2. यहाँ तो सिर्फ 1-0 ही up है. But Josko Guardiola and Ruben Diaz made some amazing blocks. And Rico Lewis showed his presence of mind. There was a moment, I think 70th minute में, 72nd minute में, as usual, 1 millionth shit corner हमने लिया था. Ball went into the nth galaxy, and it just dropped out of the sky. And it bounced a lot, and Rico Lewis used his mind, used his brains, got his body into Cameron Archer, and somehow got the ball. Which, by the way, Cancelo could not do against Salah, if you guys remember. Salah goes clean through on goal, I think 2 seasons back when Cancelo was with us. So Rico Lewis in certain moments his maturity was beyond his years. He just exactly knew when to release the ball. A maturity which Savinho was lacking. Okay, we must not forget that Savinho and Rico Lewis are just 1 year apart. Savinho is just 19. Rico Lewis is 17, I think, 17 or 18. But the maturity from Rico Lewis was sensational. attacking phase, defensive phase in the midfield, when to press, when to not. Really impressed by each one of us in the back line. Akanji probably had the least amount of work to do and he was bored and he was taking shots. But but overall I think our back line won us the game, to be honest. Suryanshu says Charlton versus Wrexham. Bayaji says Savio was indecisive for every chance. And he played without a brain as well. Savio ka indecision was the single most people will blame Erling Haaland's finishing and say it was not good enough. I do agree, but Savio ka indecision was the single most part why we could have probably dropped points if not lost the game. I mean, at least 8 मोमेंट ऐसे याद आ रहे हैं मुझे जहां Savio was indecisive and either lost the ball. There were moments, 1 or 2 moments when Savio lost the ball and the referee saved his ass by giving a foul in his favor and stuff. So I think Savio. I mean, he's just 19. I know, but Savio needs to improve. Savio just needs to improve a lot, to be honest. But again, now we do not have. I mean, again, that's why I feel bad that Oscar Bob is not there. Oscar Bob is not there. But Savio, I can see the talent. I can see that it's just a matter of time. And and I think Bernardo Silva or Gundogan का कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा. I think both of them are seriously out of form. I don't know what you guys think about Bernardo Silva and Gundogan and the solution. I honestly don't see any solution to that. Both of them are terribly out of form. Maybe I think play Jack Grealish when he comes back from injury in the middle of the park. I don't know. But anyway, guys, again, a stream that we City fans will honestly cherish. I don't think any of the City fans will sleep early tonight. I'll see the replay, especially from the 90th minute to 96th minute again. I'll see the replay there. I want to experience those tense moments again. But this was just so special watching the match with you guys. So thanks a lot, Bayaji uh, and Gautam for joining me. As always, it's been a pleasure watching the match with you guys.